There's lots of Ayurvedic kind of stores, clinics everywhere you go in Kerala. What's the checklist that differentiates between authentic practice and tourist trap?
But what I have to say is Ayurveda is not a massage therapy.
No.
Ayurveda is having a science.
Traditional texts also talk about longevity. Do you have any background on reversing aging or just maintaining health?
So Ayurveda is a science to lead a good life.
Science of leading a good life. What could people do every single day that incorporates a little bit of the principles of Ayurvedic medicine?
Bloodletting therapy with leeches.
Oh my God. None of it sounds good.
Hi, I'm Victoria Lee, and this is Soul to Soul. Join me on a journey where your path to well-being will spark real change in yourself and in the world around you.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And Dr. Praveen,
Yeah.
I was curious about how and why you started your career in Ayurvedic medicine.
Actually, my family history. My father is also an Ayurvedic doctor. My grandfather was also an Ayurvedic doctor. So I came through in that tradition.
And what is the training requirement process for Ayurvedic medicine?
So our degree is BAMS, that is Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicines and Surgery. So we are learning all the modern aspects of all the subjects. 5.5 years course. Actually, after that we are able to practice it. After that we have to register it because I'm in Kerala. So I have to register it in Travancore Council of Indian Medications. After registration, I am able to practice all over India.
And you've had 25 years of practicing in Ayurvedic medicine,
of
right?
Course, yeah.
And so, in simple words, so that people can understand, what is Ayurvedic medicine?
The specialty of Ayurvedic medicine, Ayurveda, we are treating as a whole person actually. We are not treating symptomatically. We are not subsiding that symptoms with the medications or not like that. So we are treating as a whole person. That means if you are coming for a particular diseases, for me, actually, for example, if you are coming for a knee pain and another person is also coming for a knee pain, so the medicine what I am going to give or what I am giving is totally different. It's not like a school medicine, because if you go to school medicine, if you go with a knee pain, they will give you same medicine, maybe the painkiller, anti-inflammatory, you will get it. So here in Ayurveda, when you come to a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, you have to analyze a lot of things like your digestive system, your mental health, and your appetite. So many things we have to analyze. According to that only we are able to give medication. Otherwise it doesn't work.
So knee pain is not looked in isolation, it's looked in the whole
Of course, the whole person. Whole person. Actually we have to see, especially the digestive system is very, very important. In Ayurveda, the digestive system is also divided into Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So we have to analyze that person. And then of course the medicines what we are giving, it should have to digest and then it should work. So you should have the capacity to digest that medications. Otherwise it doesn't work. So we have to analyze that Agni. In Sanskrit word for the digestive system we can say Agni. So we have to analyze this the Agni. Then only we are able to treat the person.
Yes.
So Ayurvedic is a very special thing. because we are treating the whole person, not only the symptoms.
Well, I think the reason that I was really drawn to Ayurvedic medicine and Ayurvedic treatment was because of the whole person and mind, body, and spirit linkage. And it also talks about how you're connected to the universe. And the first day you told me Ayur stands for?
The word Ayurveda is a combination of two words. That is, Ayu means life and Veda means knowledge. So Ayurveda means that's a science of life. So treatment is a part of it.
Yes.
So Ayurveda is a science to lead a good life. That's it.
I love that.
Treatment is a part of it. Treatment is a part of it.
Science of leading a good life.
Yeah.
So it's much more like whole person based. Instead of, and much more prevention.
Yes, of course.
And can you tell us about the doshas?
Ayurvedic philosophy, according to Ayurveda, everything in this universe, that means every living things and every non-living
We're connected.
Yeah. It's made with or dominant with 5 primary elements.
Okay.
So they are earth, water, fire, wind, and space.
That's very similar to Chinese
medicine.
Yeah.
And also, it says that in Ayurveda, every living being is also dominant with 3 material substances. It's known as the doshas, and they are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha.
And Vata is?
Vata means it's a combination of air and space is Vata. Pitta means fire, and Kapha means earth and water. So that is the basic relation between the three material substances and the five elements. So doshas are the three material substances present in all living being. They have their own definite quantity, quality, and functions. When they are normal, they attain different functions in the body and they will maintain it. But they have a tendency to go to abnormal due to some reason. That is, especially three reasons are improper food habits, climatic changes, and improper daily routine. So that could influences the doshas in our body, and that can lead to some diseases. So that can lead to some problems. So in Ayurvedic philosophy, our aim with the treatment is to make all the doshas in an equilibrium state.
And why is Kerala such an important place for Ayurvedic medicine?
You know, Kerala is having a good base in Ayurveda because, you know, all the traditional vaidyas here and the doctors and especially the climatic situations in the Kerala, the vegetations, we have a lot of greeneries and things. You know, some of the treatments, like, you know, maybe when you experience Shirodhara, the famous Shirodhara that is pouring oil into the forehead, this kind of treatments is developed from the Kerala physicians, very old days. If you see the classical text of Ayurveda, never see this such kind of treatments. So Kerala, traditionally we say that all the traditional physicians, they were lived in Kerala. So and the vegetation they support, the climate they support. So Kerala is having a good base in Ayurveda.
I see. And it seems like from tourists, there's lots of Ayurvedic kind of stores, clinics everywhere you go in Kerala. What's the checklist that differentiates between authentic practice and tourist trap?
You know, it's very difficult to identify such thing. Like, you know, if you want to do a clinic, actually we have to get a certificate, license from the authorities.
Yes.
And also this National Health Accreditation Board, that is NABH for the hospital administrations. So if you could apply that, they have a certain, like, you know, panel of doctors are there to come and check the qualities, and they will approve it, and they will get a certificate for NIH accreditation certificate.
So for hospitals, it should be accredited, and for doctors, they should be certified to
Of course.
practice. And
Ayurveda,
that's the minimum that you can look for.
That's minimum, of course. But you know what I have to say is Ayurveda is not a massage therapy.
No.
Ayurveda is having a science.
Yes.
So if you go to a clinic and if there is a doctors are there, of course they should have to explain, or they should have to know the basic philosophy and thing. Then only you could say that's a proper. It's not a massage therapy.
Yeah, I guess that would be a tourist trap if it says it's Ayurvedic medicine, but only thing they offer is massage.
And also here legally, because you asked this question, so legally I have to say that in India, male should have to get massage from male, and female should have to get massage from female. But in touristic places, they are doing opposite like that, and it is not allowed. Legally, it is not allowed.
So that's another catch.
Yeah.
And what about diagnosis? How do you diagnose people in Ayurvedic medicine?
You know, diagnose is actually our aim is to balance between all the doshas.
Yeah.
That is our main aim to do the treatment. So diagnosis, like in modern medicine, it is not necessary. What Ayurveda says, not necessary. We have to analyze what type of dosha you are, and we have to treat according to that.
Yes.
So
you're looking for imbalance or balance of the doshas.
Yeah. So actually, if I get a patient, of course, I will thoroughly examine their digestive system. Yeah. Because digestive system plays a big role to diagnose a person. Because we believe that most of the diseases are happening due to improper food habits. So improper food habits means incompatible food.
Yeah, to your body.
Yeah, to your incompatible food. So the incompatible food, if you take it in a long time, in a long run, it can lead to diseases.
Yes.
So for an example, I will tell you, because I was living in Europe. So one of the incompatible food is actually in Ayurveda we say honey shouldn't be heated. Because in Europe, actually, if people used to mix honey in a warm tea or warm water and things, so honey could not be heated. Honey you should have to consume just like that, natural way, and other
room
thing
temperature.
Is normal temperature. And the other thing is normally what I see is milk and salt combination, the tea and salty chips and things like that, or maybe the milk and fruits. Such
okay.
combinations,
Are not
yeah, if
compatible.
yeah, of course, it can, if you take it in a long run, it can make trouble to the body. So it can be a skin
Okay.
problem, it can be digestive issues, it can
Yeah.
lead to some diseases.
Hmm.
So we have to analyze a person like that,
Yeah.
and then we have to treat it.
So when you're kind of analyzing the doshas, do you take history?
Of
Do you
course.
look at like the body? Is there any tests that you do? Like how do you actually
Of course, we
diagnose the doshas?
we diagnose the doshas by asking some like questions like digestive system, as well as the sleep, history of the problems, history of the diseases, and what kind of lifestyle they have, and what kind of job they are doing.
Yeah.
And even we examine their nails and the hairs and the tongue.
Yeah.
And even we read the pulse, and then we will come to a conclusion. Normally, here a lot of people come from Europe, or Indian people also come. They will just say that I want to do a Panchakarma therapy.
And that therapy is?
Panchakarma therapy is a 5 purificatory therapy to cleanse the body.
Yeah, it's the whole kind of
detoxification. It's in detoxification. Yeah. So actually, really speaking, some people are not able to undergo that Panchakarma therapy. Yeah. Because we in Ayurveda.
How do you pronounce it? Is it Panjar?
Pancha. Pancha means 5. Pancha in Sanskrit, Pancha means 5. Karma means actions. Panchakarma therapy. Panchakarma therapy. Pancha means 5. Karma means actions. 5 karma to eliminate the doshas out of the body.
Okay. So it's supposed to reset your body.
Of course, supposed to reset your body. So 5 karmas are, one is to make the patient to vomit. Yeah. And second one is the purgation. Third one is the medicated enema. Yeah. And the fourth one is pouring oil into the nostrils. Yeah. And the fifth one is bloodletting therapy with leeches.
Oh my God. None of it sounds good.
But we can't do
everything sounds awful.
But we can't do all this 5. That also we cannot perform directly to a person. No. Because the reason is toxins are situated in different parts of the body. Yes. First, we have to bring the toxins from different parts of the body to the stomach, and then only we are able to eliminate it out. Okay. So to do a Panchakarma therapy, minimum we need 14 to 21 days for a person. And also what I wanted to tell you is, because normally here people used to come, they will say, I want to do a Panchakarma therapy. No, we can't do like that. No. Because we have to see the strength of the patient. Yeah. If the patient is weak, even the doshas are high in them, so we cannot do it, because Panchakarma means we are forcing the body to expulse the toxins out of the body. So person should have a capacity to hold that also. Yeah.
You can't just say, I'm going to do this therapy without being actually assessed and looking at your balances of doshas.
No, of course, we can do only by, after having a detailed consultation, then we doctors or the Vaidyas will select what kind of therapy is suitable for you. Yeah. Then only you are able to get the benefits out of it. Yeah. Otherwise, we are not able to get the benefits.
Yeah. So you did the just diagnosis. On me, it was, history, all of the things that we talked about, basic diet, all the stressors, sleep, and any problems, and medication, tongue and pulse and eyes and everything. And then I have too much air. Vata and Pitta. Yeah. So air, space and fire. Yeah. It sounds like in my mind, it sounds like a combination where there's just going to be lots of fire, because of air and space, and fire would lead to even more fire, wildfires. But how does it combine?
Our body is actually, every body is having all the doshas. Yeah. Everybody is having all living, not the body, every living being is having all the doshas.
So even trees?
Of course, even trees also having Vata Pitta. Even in Ayurveda, they are treating like a tree like a treatment for the trees, treatment for the elephants, and the animals are there. Yeah. So every living being is having all the doshas. Without all the doshas, body cannot work. Just a simple example I will give you. If you want to cook the rice, you need a proper fire. Yeah. Yes. What is fire is Pitta. So without having a proper air, fire won't be there. That means without having a proper Vata, the fire won't be there. So the combination of these two things, only the water can boil it. Water is Kapha. Yeah. So that means Vata is the main energy that activates the Pitta and Kapha.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's for the body, of course, it's harmonious. For all living being, all these 3 doshas are necessary. So to balance these doshas is very difficult task, and there, So for your question, actually, so we have to treat, because you are a Vata Pitta, what I diagnose is a diagnosis Vata Pitta. So I will treat according to your problems.
Yes.
So the problems may be, for example, I will tell you, for your maybe one of your digestive system, that maybe made me reason to diagnose that's Vata Pitta, or maybe for your joint pains, that also one of the reason, or the sleep disturbances, because that is one of the reason. So I am treating to that things.
Yes.
With the medication, with the massages, with the oil applications and the thing. And so that is how we are balancing the doshas. And also because how we are balancing the doshas by massage means, because that is also scientifically proved, that because the base of every oil what we are using is all sesame. The sesame oil is very hot in potency, and also scientifically proved that while rubbing the oil in the body, the sweat pores and the hair follicle will get dilated, and through the osmosis process, the quality of the medicine will enter into the body.
Yes.
That's how we are balancing the doshas.
Got it.
And the oil means is a medicated oil. Medicated oil means it's having more than 10 to 15 herbs are there in it. It is not the plain sesame or sesame oil.
Yeah.
So it's different types of oils are there.
So going through one by one, how does the meditation help in my situation with too much of Pitta and
Vata.
Vata?
So that is Vata. Because meditation is what? Meditation is because Vata is also 5 types of Vata is there, So meditation is the thing. Actually, meditation and breathing exercises, that is good for the pranayama. Because we are regulating the main life force, the pranavayu, by doing this breathing exercise and the meditation. Because while doing the meditation, actually the body will get calmed down to relax, and this Vata will get calmed down.
I see.
So that is how we are getting benefits out of it.
Okay.
Because it is a process actually to do that, because we need time, because we don't get like one day to next day this result. But if you practice it continuously, because Vata will aggravate it. It is not only through the physical emotions, emotions are there. Anger, all the emotions, emotions are like Vata aggravating situations. So when you do practice this meditations and breathing exercise, all the mentally emotions, you could have a balance with that.
And that's to kind of treat the Vata imbalance.
Of course, imbalances.
And then yoga helps with Vata.
Of course,
Pitta,
yoga will help with Vata Pitta also, because of what I told you before, Vata is the main force that activates the Pitta and Kapha. So to control the Vata is a very difficult thing. So to practice yoga is controlling that Vata.
Yeah, so all the asanas.
All the asanas, of course, all the asanas and things. So
asanas are the postures in yoga.
Yeah, asanas are the postures in yoga. The breathe, even the asanas are doing how well breathing, breathing, inhale and exhale.
Yes, pranayama.
So this is to control the Vata energy.
I see.
Vata energy.
And then for my treatment with the oils, I think there were 2 different types of oils being used. But as you said, with lots of different medicinal ingredients in each of them. And then there was herbal application with kind of like stamping. And then I think the famous one that you mentioned with oil in your nose and then on your hair. How does that help with the 2 imbalances as well?
The oil what we are using, actually, that is, I think the oil what we used for you, I think Pravenjanam, that's the name of the oil, and Kotanchukadi, that is one of the name of the oil. This combination of this oil will help you to relieve your joint problems. Because you had a complaint of a lot of pain.
Tension.
Yeah, tension.
Muscular tension.
Even the knee also, what you have told.
Yeah.
So this will help you to relieve that, especially the Vata, to relieve that Vata. And actually the fermentation what we give with some herbal leaves, it's having a special combination of the leaves are there. That is having, main thing is the plant of this resinous leaves, and this moringa leaves, moringa oleifera, moringa leaves are there, and tamarind leaves are there, and coconut, scraped coconut is there, lemon is there. So it's a different combination of the leaves. We fried it and we keep it in a bolus and we massage with that. In Ayurveda, we say that Sanskrit word what we are using is Sneha Swedanam. Sneha means oil application, Swedana means fermentations. So while applying the massage and then we give in this heat of the fermentation with the herbal leaves, this is very good to reduce the Vata, especially for your joint pains, the joint problems, in the tensions in the muscles, and it will be relieved.
I see.
And Ayurveda also, it says that even massages is very good for the body to rejuvenate the body. It's good for the sense organs. It's good to improve the quality of the sleep and things like that.
Okay.
So Ayurveda always explaining, or Ayurveda always recommending to do massages every day.
Every day?
Massages in
Wow.
the sense like oil application.
Yes.
Yeah? Oil application, you
Okay.
should have to apply the oil
I
every
was
day.
I was very much very happy with everyday massage,
No.
but essential oils basically.
What Ayurveda says is if it doesn't have a time to apply it full body, at
Yeah.
least on the head, on
Okay.
both pinnas and the
Hands.
palms, hands and the feet. You have to,
So
the soles
head.
of the feet. Head,
Yeah.
ears, and then
hands,
the hands, and then
your
the soles.
Oh, okay.
So you have to apply it every day because it's having a lot of connection for the nerves to activate, to nourish us that. So that you have to do that.
That's kind of an everyday preventive.
Everyday preventive. Yeah, this kind of oil application should prevent. I mean, it could improve the immune system as you know, so, and also nourishes the sense organs, and it is very good for the body.
And then there was also food, I love the fact that it's all integrated. Like there's food recommendations based on my balance, imbalance. What are the foods that you recommend based
Actually,
on?
the food recommendation is it's for the person to person. It can change.
Yeah.
Even Vata is also what I told you before. Even Vata is can aggravate in a different ways. Like for the digestive system, we can say maybe for the mental issues, we can say maybe for the joint pain, we can say. So the food recommendation is totally depend on person to person, individual. Yeah, of course. So some of the thing is Vata people they should have to take whole grain food, whole grain rice, whole grain things they have to take it, and also the food that makes constipations. Like for example, I'm saying not for each and every person. Like honey should be avoided, yogurt should be avoided. They have to take more of warm things, warm vegetables, cooked vegetables, steamed vegetables, so soups and the things. It's all recommended for the Vata people.
I see. And what about the elixir? There's like the medication that comes in like elixir, morning for me and at nighttime. And I imagine it has some sort of medical ingredients.
Of course, it's not as kashayam, that is Sanskrit word. Kashayam is a herbal decoction. Herbal decoction that all purely based on your problems, or purely based on your health issues. That actually we have to dilute it and you have to take it.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, they are giving diluted forms. Yeah.
And in Western medicine, or like currently, it's very popular to do intermittent fasting. 16 hours where you don't eat. But I think in Ayurvedic medicine, it's not recommended to do intermittent fasting. Fasting is good, but not intermittent fasting.
No, Ayurveda recommend fasting. Actually,
Yeah.
if the doshas are that's what I told you before. If the dosha can be done only with the warm water or drinking only with some soups, like that, they can do fasting for 2, 3, 4, 5 days or at least a week. They can do the fasting. So very good. Fasting is recommended. But if too much of Vata, fasting, actually if too much of Vata dominant person, very old age people, very young people, like children's, very children's, like that, they are not recommended.
No, of course.
They are not recommended. But people people with other conditions, they are recommended for fasting. So it is good.
And what about ghee? Because in in Ayurvedic medicine, sometimes ghee is recommended. But then I think in kind of evidence nowadays, it's kind of seen as like the worst type of oil. So is there any opinion from your perspective on that?
The ghee is actually, we are recommending ghee. The ghee is a clear butter. It's a medicated clear butter, what we are recommending. That is different. Like as a part of treatments, we are recommending to some people. They have to take it for some days. And also as a preparatory process for the Panchakarma therapy also we are giving. That is inside, that maybe you may heard about that. The Sanskrit word is known as Snehapana. Sneha means oily, or Sneha, that is oily substances. So it can be oil or it can be ghee. Pana means to drink. Thing. So we can give as a preparatory process for the Panchakarma to drink ghee also in high quantities. That is I can give an example is, if a person is very good strength, having a good strength, if a person having a psoriasis conditions, skin problem, psoriasis condition, then of course we can able to do a Panchakarma therapy. Before the Panchakarma therapy, we can give this ghee to drink.
I see.
That ghee to drink means maybe we may start according to their digestive capacity. We may start around 50 grams of ghee on the first day. After having the ghee, the person shouldn't do any other thing. They should have to wait in the room, and they have to drink only the water, warm water made with the dry ginger, and they are not able to take any food. When they get appetite, they will get a rice soup.
I see.
And on the next day, depend on their what time when they get when the ghee got digested and when they got appetite, then according to that condition, the doctors will increase the next day the other quantity, maybe
So
50
it's
to
also
75.
to toxin.
Detoxing, because this ghee will break, because I told you before, the body is made with 7 tissues.
Yes.
So when you take the ghee, it will enter on the 6th tissues, and then when it reaches on the 6th tissues, the ghee itself goes through his stools, and also the smell, the perspiration smells comes like in the ghee smell comes out. Then only we are able to stop it. It's a very deep cleansing process.
I see.
And on the next days or after that, we do a massage or abhyangam, that is oil massages and fermentations, and then we eliminate the doshas.
What's the theory behind like putting oil into your nose?
Actually, it's not as nasyam. It's one of the Panchakarma therapy. Nasyam. Nasyam means eliminate the doshas from the neck to the head. So that is actually very good for the sense organs. It is very good for the eyes, for the ears, for the neck and shoulders.
More neural kind of.
Of course, it is good to even for the
nasal,
nasal, and even the hairs also, hair fall and things to prevent. Different oil, different purposes, different things what we use it.
And like we talked a lot about detoxification, de-stressing types of things, but Ayurvedic medicine, people also come for beautification. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Beautification, actually now Ayurvedic cosmetology is another thing, so a lot of people are practicing that. So of course Ayurveda, classical text of Ayurveda also explaining to improve the complexion, improve that to relieve the wrinkles, and even the rejuvenation.
I don't think I got any of those this time. Next time.
Even the rejuvenation therapy.
Really?
Of course, rejuvenation therapy means, of course, rejuvenate the body means, of course, the skin tone and things will be increased. It will be flourishing or nourishing. So this could help.
So different kind of therapies.
Different kind of therapies,
And the traditional texts also talk about longevity. That I think it was Randaya or something like that. That talks about how people can live well be over 100 years.
Over 100 years, because.
Do you have any like background on like reversing aging or just maintaining health and wellness?
That is maintaining health and wellness. That is the best thing what I have to tell that. I mean, because nowadays, of course, people are so busy with their new lifestyles, and it's very hard because everybody is stressed. Even if you ask for kids they are studying in the school, they will also say stress from studies. So the word stress actually, because it makes a lot of troubles. So even because the main problem is actually people doesn't know, because people are going away from the life. That means because traditionally here in Kerala, people used to do the prayers, and people used to do the chanting mantras, and even lighting the lamp, and they do prayers and the things. Nowadays, that kind of culture is losing from our society. So, and also people are going behind to the mobile phones and things like that. So people are not
living fully in a whole person.
And so this kind of influences that longevity, what mean, because this kind of way of stressful life and busy life. So going back to that way of living is very good actually for the body to maintain, to keep.
What could people do every single day that incorporates a little bit of the principles of Ayurvedic medicine?
The thing is, simple things what I could tell you is every day what the Ayurvedic way of living. I would say the way of living. So that means
knowledge of life.
Knowledge of life living. So they should have to get up early. One thing is they should have to go to the sleep early, and they have to get up early. And after getting up, they have to actually meditate. Of course, the breathing exercise and meditation is very good. And do some exercises every day, and just that is good. And also try to, after getting up, they should have to oil pull, because maybe they could take some sesame oil mixed with the warm water, and they could gargle it. That is good for the teeth and good for the mouth, and thing like that. And so application of oil, at least what I told you, the head and ears and arms and soles that could nourishes the body. and live peacefully. And
I think that one's hard, especially today.
the stress is what I told you before.
Yeah.
The stress, because stress means we don't know how to manage our life. That's the
Yes.
problem, because
Yeah.
people are very busy with their
Yes.
activities, and people doesn't look inwards. That's the
Yes.
problem. So try to meditate, try to do some prayers, try to meditations, and try to do the breathing exercise. And this kind of things will help you
Live
to
peacefully.
balance the body and mind.
That's very, very helpful for everyday life.
Yeah, sure.
And how do you disseminate the good things about Ayurvedic medicine to other people in the world?
Because Ayurveda is a science. If you can come to, if you at least to experiences it,
Yeah.
whether it is not. That's what I said before. It's not a massage therapy. It is
No.
a science.
Yeah.
So it is having certain principles are there. If you go to a real Ayurvedic person, of course they treat accordingly to their conditions and the things. It is good for them.
And I think the fact that Ayurvedic medicine is actually rooted in not only your mind, body, spirit, but in the whole universe of being. There's some deep and ancient knowledge that's very beneficial for us to better align with. And thank you so much for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you.
It's, I think, knowledge of life and way of living is what you said. And I think it's a beautiful way for us to really reflect. So thank you.
Very much.
Thank
Namaste.
you.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Thank you for joining me on Soul to Soul. If today's episode inspired you, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little more well-being in their life. Remember, your self-care helps heal the world. So until next time, keep thriving inside and out.